G'day everyone, just giving a quick demonstration of something. The question come up, with these end-fed half-wave windings, why does this winding not reverse this winding? And the reason is because if you look at it, this is the end of the wire, it's going into the core this way, into the core this way, into the core this way. And again, even if you look from the outside, it crosses over, comes around, still going into the core from the top. And to make that a little bit more obvious, if I do this, just squish them all together, you'll see that it is just a one big coil like that. What I'll do also is I'll show this on the VNA. I'll show you the choking impedance, and then I'll change this winding so that it's winding the other way. To do that, you wouldn't have the cross go through the core, you'd go on top of the core. So then these windings will be going in, and then it would go over the top, and then feeding from the bottom coming out. All right, I'll do that and yeah, show you some stuff. All right, hopefully you can see that. I've got 36 dB of suppression with these 14 turns on 40 meters here. So I'll flip this around now and we'll see what happens. All right, now you can see the this now wound toroid. It has seven windings going around this way. It goes over the top, so the current is going in on all this side. If we're saying that this is current in, it's going in on this side into the core. Then we flip over the top, come around through the bottom, and then come through the core the other way, which should undo the windings. So if we were to check this on the VNA, I'll just cut to that. All right, we're back now, and I actually expect a little bit less loss than this. We're at 8.5 dB, so yeah, we do have some type of loss going on. I expected this to be near zero, or maybe like 1 or 2 dB. But anyway, I guess I'm learning something. Now, what we can do is do the same trick I did before with the coil. So we'll try and bunch it all up, and you'll see something. When it's like this, I can pull this. Okay, maybe I can't pull it. But what I can do is I can just do this. There we go, I can pull it. Because the windings are not opposite each other, like they're not going the same way, every winding going into the core is going out of the core. And as you can see, what we're left with is 0. So yeah, that's probably the thing to keep in mind. It's not which way this is wound, like if it's a left turn or if it's a right turn or if it's left and right, that doesn't matter. What it is which way is it going through the core. Anyway, all right, and just for reference sake, what I'll do is I'll just measure this alone, and I believe this should be close to maybe a dB or something of loss. I don't know, it's got twists all through it. There you go, half a dB, so that blue line is what I'm looking at. Right, yeah, I expected to actually see this when I put it on the core, because anything going into the core is already going out. You can do that by just having this loop of wire. So I'll just wind a few winders on it. Kind of like I was making a one-to-one, you know. There you go. Because all the current going in is the same as the current coming out, this toroid shouldn't really affect things, but I guess we don't live in a perfect world. So just check one more time, because before I had like 8 dB with a whole heap of turns. And I try that again, and now it's invisible. There you go. Half a dB a loss. I guess I'll keep going. So don't really know. I guess maybe in a transmission line format, it doesn't really show up because the cores are cancelling each other straight away. Maybe I don't know. That's a little bit of an interesting result actually. So I guess I'm learning. There you go. Because this is exactly what I had before. It's just instead of one set of windings being over here and one set of windings being over here, they're all together now, like a transmission line. So yeah, interesting. All right, I'll shove that in the VNA one more time, see what I can see. And I'm kind of expecting the same thing where I get like, less than a dB of nonsense going on. There you go. Funny enough, it actually looks like it's measuring better. 0.4 of a dB. Whatever. Yeah, so that's kind of what I expected with the other result. Interesting. So, and as again, if I pull on it, well, okay, I can't really pull on it. It's nice and wrapped up there, but it's not, every winding going in is cancelling a winding going out, and it doesn't show up on the Balun. What it would do is, the reason why these one-to-ones work is because the current's going the same way on both the windings, and that is exactly the same as doing just a single wire going through a toroid a few times. So I'll just show you, just with 3 windings. Here we go. There's just 3 windings there. Just to, show you that nothing funny is happening. If I just have just 3 windings, put these in S21 and measure this, I'm expecting somewhere around 10 dB, maybe more. There you go. Oh, hang on. I've shorted it. It's moved over to the right side of the Smith chart there. Hang on. There we go. 11 dB. So that is what common mode is rejecting. It's rejecting your transmission line as you wound it through, rejecting the current in the same direction. I do find it odd that maybe I'll do this trick. So we'll do that. Oh, sorry. So you can actually see me in frame. So you got the 3 windings. What I'll do now is I'll try and cancel them by pinching and then going back through the core the other way. So we'll wind 1, 2, 3 windings like that. And yep, so I've got 3 windings on one side, 3 windings on the other, as you can see. Give this a measure, and I'm expecting this to be lower than 10, but not quite as good because we did see some loss before. So yeah, I don't know, just I guess I'm learning as well as you are. Alright, we'll see. We'll chuck this in the SMA connector there. All I'm doing is center pin to center pin. So yeah, 1.7 dB, 1.6 dB. So it doesn't perfectly cancel, but it does cancel. So yeah, and as I said before, every winding going in is a winding coming out. I should be able to pull on this one. Oh, yeah, I can see. Pull, pull, pull. There you go. All right, that's all I have. Catch us later, 73 VK4 Delta Lima.